It's Wednesday, April the 15th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show, where we talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. Welcome back to week... Is this 5?
I think
of the quarantine.
I think if you don't count like pre-serious like city shutdown, like total lockdown, it's maybe week 3, week 4.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I know this is my 5th week of working from home.
Okay.
So
maybe it's been 5 weeks. I don't know. I've lost all track of time. I'm inside all day. I don't know.
You know what? You're right. The days are blending together. Like, what is the weekend? Who cares?
Days are irrelevant.
Yeah, you're right. It is so weird. I dislike working from home.
Yeah, because you only work.
I know.
They tricked you, man. They tricked you.
It's weird. It's this whole, like, staying inside and not seeing anybody is slowly making me a better person.
What do you mean better?
Okay, I don't know if it's a better person.
Yeah, define better.
It's like, yeah, I'm working harder at work for apparently no reason.
That sounds more like you're becoming a better corporate shill.
But I'm also like way more consistent on exercise. And I'm eating less junk food, not out of choice, but because I'm too distracted by work.
This is not good. This is a bad thing.
That's making me a better person, right?
No. You're... Okay. Let me tell you about corporations, Vince. Corporations are not your friends. Okay?
I never said it was.
Yeah, but
my friends are at my corporation.
I know. That's the problem.
Oh.
See, you have to be able to separate the people from the conglomerate. All right? I know they want you to be a part of the family. Of the corporate family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why we're going to get together and we're going to have virtual cocktails with all your friends.
You know that this Friday I have a virtual formal meeting?
Yeah, you know what you should say? Go home, right? Just don't be on here.
But they're all at home.
See, okay, bad choice of words. It's usually my go-to for just like get out of here, but in these trying times. But yeah, like just clock out at 5, homie.
Okay. But I got stuff to do.
Tell them that it can wait.
But I got nothing else going on with my life.
I think it's time for you to get some hobbies, my friend.
I do have hobbies.
Do you? Because apparently your hobby is work.
I really am getting.
Yeah, we're gonna get to our weeks at the end of this show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see if you have hobbies or not.
Yes.
This show is the litmus test.
Yes. Hold on. First of all, I did do stuff because last week I recorded a solo episode about anime. I watched 4 episodes of anime.
That's nothing.
I did it.
That's nothing compared to what you normally do.
Homie, I did it.
Old Vince is like, hey guys, last week I said I was thinking about watching that Superman Smallville show.
Yeah.
I came back this week. I got through 6 seasons. It was pretty cool. Like, that's old Vince. That's Vince has a hobby, Vince.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you about what I actually did then. But first, because we missed recording last week, we have a couple questions.
We have a backlog of questions.
Yeah, so we got 2 from Rafid. Let's start with one of them. Community craziness from Khan's Corner.
Okay.
Hey.
What's up?
TNIAB crew.
Well, hey, we're here, yes.
Hoping cabin fever hasn't settled in yet and life is treating you as well as it can be.
Slowly, it is setting in.
I've gone mental. I like to play Tekken.
Tekken is a good game.
And I've been pretty involved in the community, joining Discord groups and following the Tekken World Tour.
Oh, you've gone deep.
Pretty close. Until, of course, the world got Corona.
What are you talking about? That you should that be on Discord more. That's
It's been interesting to see how Tekken and the fighting game community as a whole has been going as a result. From how tournaments have been pushed back to discussions about the meta feeling nebulous without tournament results to go off of.
Okay.
What are some communities you guys interact with And how have they adjusted to the changing world as it continues to go crazy?
Communities. If we're talking about Discord,
Mm,
I'm on the J-pop community.
mm,
I'm on that Asian music community,
mm.
and nothing has
Okay.
changed. uh, with some of my other friends,
Mm,
nothing has changed.
mm, mm,
I think the thing is like in my communities, in
mm.
my section of people,
Yes.
we're all homebodies, we're all nerds, we're all video game players and anime watchers and everything.
Right.
So
Right.
like the amount of changing has been minimal,
Mm.
right? It's just like, oh, if anything, I'm doing more of my hobby, right?
Mm.
I think my one friend who has like I think he put in 1,000 hours into Final Fantasy 14 last year.
Oh yes, this one.
I think he's put even more time into Final Fantasy 15 or 14 now
I'm not
as because of
surprised.
like I think that's all he does.
No,
Especially since some other friends in our group
I've
have,
joined.
have joined.
Oh
He
no!
recruited them into the free company.
Oh no!
So he's been showing them the ropes. He's got some new schmucks
Oh
to
my
show
god!
around.
Listen, when you get to hour 700, then you'll be able to do this.
Yeah. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, I don't know. It's
I
not...
heard that Square Enix has put a temporary lift on all the mortgage payments for your in-game house.
What to like? Do you have to social distance in the game?
I don't know, but they like, yeah, we lifted mortgages for your house.
I gotta look this up. That's amazing.
And then they did something else too that was really amazing. And I think the headline was like, Square Enix is a better government than any other government. Yeah, I don't know. I was reading that and I was like, whoa, that's wild. I don't know if it's lifts mortgages or they lift house payments or something. I don't know what they did. But it's something along those lines. Like they lifted something.
Oh wow, fuck this guy. I looked up Final Fantasy 14 mortgage payments,
Yeah.
and the first link in
Yeah.
the Google search results is a character whose name is mortgage payment.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like Final Fantasy 14
I can't find it.
mortgage. House something.
Whatever. If
Okay.
that's true, that's fantastic.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Communities, right? Let me tell you about the community I've been involved with most.
Mm-hmm.
That's the work community,
And
I work. I've talked about this. I work in Toronto, downtown Toronto. So a lot of people I work with live in small condos at incredibly high prices,
mm-hmm.
and I take a lot of video calls with them. They're all going crazy.
What do you mean crazy?
Like they're going stir crazy, being trapped in their little box.
With their children?
No, by themselves.
Oh.
Like
I don't have that problem.
I've never seen my coworkers like this. But you gotta remember, like these are people who like they're in the city because they're always out.
Oh, fuck, that sucks, buddy.
Right? So now they're in like their little condo, living by themselves.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, Vince, how are you doing?" I'm
oh
like,
God, fucking talk to me, please.
More or less, that's what it is. And it's like, wow, I've never seen such like all my coworkers being so fucking pathetic. But I just thought it was wild.
Yeah, I think extroverts are having a problem.
They are.
Extroverts are having a big problem.
They are.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the biggest change in communities is the introverts I hang around with are kind of like I mentioned this on the podcast, are disappointed about how little their lives have changed because of a lockdown. They're like, I should probably like do stuff after this is over. Like,
yeah, no, like you're right. Like I guess like for apart from the fact that I have to work from home, yeah, nothing's really changed.
Yeah.
I started to lightly dive back into the toy community, see what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of issues with those people trying to go out and physically hunt down the toys.
Yeah, dude, did you see Toys R Us lately in our neighborhood?
No, why?
So they're doing online orders.
Oh yeah, the curbside pickup.
And what they're doing is that they have buggies tipped over on their back to make a line for cars. So the cars, it's like a drive-through Toys R Us.
What?
It's fucking crazy.
I need to go check this out.
It's cool.
I guess toy sales must be so high though, just because it's like, what else are you gonna?
Yeah,
have your
and
kids look
everyone's
at?
kids are home, and they're just like, I played with all my toys, and they're like, fuck, I gotta buy him another one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like, and then like, it's not like I'm spending my money doing anything else,
yeah.
right? That and the anywhere you buy alcohol is pretty packed.
Yeah. You know what? I'm running out of whiskey. I need some cheap whiskey. Oh fuck! I've been making like cocktails at home.
Really?
Yeah,
Shit.
I made like old fashions and stuff. I made a ginger whiskey thing.
Wow.
Like I was eating oranges one day, and I had the peels left over. and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like-
You just
and
dumped them?
I'm like, oh. So I got a glass. I had those like the mold for the ball ice.
Yeah.
Chuck that in there. 2 orange peels.
Nice.
Sugar cube, and then whiskey and ginger ale. And I was like, wow, this shitty whiskey tastes amazing.
Now it's just been elevated.
And now I'm drunk.
I've just been having just Crown Royale.
Did I mention this on the podcast about me and alcohol?
That you're drinking more than that you're at home?
I'm drinking more than I'm home, but like it's improving my life.
Oh yes, for some reason it's making you focus more. For some reason
yeah, it's scary.
yeah, because that's how you get addicted.
Yeah, I'm like, before I had finished all my assignments, like I couldn't focus on my assignments, and then I would like drink
To calm down.
and I was like, wow, I got like 3 pages of this essay done.
Wow, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, cool. Yeah, so those are the communities that we've been involved in. How about we move on to a question to chew on?
You wanna break those cons corners up?
Yeah. Because these are questions from last week.
Oh yeah, true.
Paul Chu writes in. How anime do you like your anime? Do you like shows that are full-on anime plus ultra? Where super fantastical things are just part of the world, or you prefer them to be more based in reality? You guys can come up with your own ways to determine the levels of anime that you like. Are Gundam series super anime based because they have giant mecha, or not, or are they not as anime because of all the politics and real consequences? Are harem anime realistic because they usually set more in more commonplace locales?
That's just my life.
Or are they anime as fuck because there's no way 4 of the hottest girls in high school would be into that nerd?
I don't know what your high school life was like, but me, I was just swimming in pussy. I don't even know what to say.
I agree with Anthony. I was the same way, except I wasn't the nerd, so it was just expected.
Yeah, for me, I was just so surprised. They're like, "Wow, you can play expert on Guitar Hero? Damn! Just like here's my panties." I'm like, yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Wow. Food Wars has super accurate descriptions of the cooking techniques, but cooking is never at that level, especially among high school kids. Does that make it realistic, but just taken up a notch? Based on your predictions for the Crunchyroll Awards, I will have to use your opinions as gospel.
I need to reread that one. I was laughing too much. Can you
What?
roll it back?
Based on your predictions for the Crunchyroll Awards,
Yeah.
I will have to use your opinions as gospel.
Okay. All right. Yeah. True. Because fuck, they suck.
Yeah. Related question: have you guys watched We Never Learn? I
No.
was considering asking a question about it, but wasn't sure if you'd seen it. I've never seen it.
I don't even know what this is.
We Never
It
Learn.
was some moe shit. Look at that. They got all the girls. They got a tan girl. They got the quiet class president. They got an edgy purple haired girl.
Oh, is this a harem?
This is definitely a harem.
Nope. All right, let's tackle those questions one by one.
All right, yeah. Go and
Do you like your anime full on or more based in reality?
I like my anime full on because normally when an anime is full on, like here's the thing, like I think my teen romantic comedy Snafu, that's full anime,
Yeah.
right? So it's not because like the people in this high school are getting in mechs and they're doing all this wild shit. It's that they're able to take a topic and they're able to deep dive on it.
Yeah.
Like in this world, only that topic exists.
Yeah.
Right? And to me, that's what's like really cool about anime is that they're able to be so singular on one thing and take it to such extremes that you're able to like get a different perspective on a situation rather than say like a TV show, like an American TV show where it's going to be, oh yeah, this is all about teen drama and like relationship issues, but also there's a murderer in Smallville, like, or like Archie's in jail, like
Yeah.
stuff like that, where they have to like have a bunch of subplots in order for it to be interesting.
Okay.
Like Gundam is politics.
Yeah.
Robots are just there for eye candy
Yeah.
and to help the politics.
Yeah.
Right? It is very singular focused, but it is the most extreme version of politics that you're likely to get in the show, right? Like who else is going to tackle the governing bodies between space and Earth, and who's going to pay taxes? Nobody. Right? That's a boring fucking show. But somehow Gundam makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't have to be just explosions all the time.
Right. I would say I like my anime full on, but with real consequences.
Those seem to be your favorite, minus Gurren Lagann.
What? There's the realest consequence.
Listen, I'll give you. It has the realest consequence.
Yes, it
I want to
does.
say it's got one of the most devastating consequences.
Yes.
But also, it's the one consequence.
No, the whole ending's a consequence. What are you talking about?
It's the one consequence.
No, the ending's the consequence.
Okay, it's got 2 episodes.
I think you have to remember that the second half gets full on politics.
Yeah, but it also has people throwing galaxies at each other.
And that's the
realest politics. Yo, remember that time when Earth 4 threw Earth 7's galaxy into Earth 20? That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck?
But for example, like one of my favorite anime that's full on an anime, but has the realest consequences is Code Geass.
Code Geass has so many consequences.
But it's so anime. It's so full on anime.
We gotta bring this back.
We
gotta
do.
bring back anime.
We
Club.
gotta
I
start
missed
watching that.
show.
Yeah, we gotta start watching it next week. Okay, but that's the first one. Are Gundam's series super anime because they have giant mecha, or not real because they're all politics?
That I think I covered that in my explanation, because like it's anime has had this like amazing capability to be full anime, but not let that overshadow its core topics.
Yes.
Like there are definitely shows that do it poorly.
Yeah.
Like I'm only thinking of the good ones right now. But yeah.
Are harem anime realistic because they're usually set in commonplace locales, or unrealistic because there's no way 4 hot girls are into that one nerd?
I'm gonna say unrealistic.
Okay.
Except if you're talking about me.
Wow. So then it's plausible.
It's plausible.
Okay.
It's plausible.
I-
It's the Mythbusters plausible.
You're right. It is the
It's like it could happen, but it's likely not to. Like I need Adam Savage up here being like, it's plausible.
Yeah, it's plausible. Okay.
Like Love Hina, plausible. Some guy could get sent to his grandma's fucking beach house.
Yeah.
And like have every single girl on the island want to fuck him. Like,
Exactly. Good. It's Food Wars realistic, but just taken up a notch.
I would have, like a couple years ago, I would have said that Food Wars is totally garbage.
Yeah.
But then we went to that sushi place for my birthday, and I'm like, maybe it's plausible. I don't know. I ate that fatty tuna, and I think I got a boner. Like I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like I didn't know food could be that good. It might be possible.
And so it's come to this. Okay. Okay.
Remember when they had that smoked bonito and like the outside was all smoked and cooked and the inside was raw?
Yes.
That shit was delicious.
It was.
I have dreams about that shit.
I have dreams about... Okay. Whew. All right. So thank you, Paul, for writing in.
Yeah, thank you.
And reporting again from Khan's Corner.
Different corner though.
Different corner. Southeast this time.
Yeah, Southeast corner.
It's not delivery. It's Uber
delicious.
Eats.
Oh no.
Hey TNIAB crew. Hope things are going well and not consumed by work or cabin fever.
Well, talk to Vince.
With the quarantine still in effect, I found myself eating outside more than usual. I never really tried the service before, but figured since I wasn't able to eat inside the places, I might as well try it out. Oh, he means that he's been ordering takeout.
Yeah, he's been ordering takeout. Yeah.
I might have opened a Pandora's box and now have to rein in my desire to have outside food as often as I've been.
It's yep. A lot of people do that.
It's been so much fun exploring new places and foods. What are some guilty pleasures you guys have been exploring during this time? Don't work yourselves into a frenzy, and I hope things go slightly back to normal for you all. Take care. Sincerely, Rafid Khan.
Thank you. Do you have anything? Do you have any Uber Eats stories? Even going out? Have you gotten bubble tea lately?
No.
I want bubble tea.
I still haven't used Uber Eats
Same.
or the other one.
So my thing is with Uber Eats the same thing that even before quarantine, which is like if I really want it, I'll just go get it.
Yes.
Right? Like I don't want to pay the delivery fee. Like I don't even do that for pizza,
Yeah.
right? The original Uber Eats. So it's like yeah, I don't know, like those whole services I have like a whole like stance against them too because they're really bad for small businesses and shit like that. But the the main thing is like, yeah, if I really want a food, I'll go get it. Like, have you ever had takeout Korean fried chicken?
Yes.
Just as good as if you're in the restaurant. Like,
I'm aware.
like it's worth it.
I'm
Just-
aware.
Like, just go to those places. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
I am not. I don't. Yes. Okay. I'm pretty. Not against, but I definitely will. It's never my first option to have food delivered. 100% because I'm cheap as fuck.
Yep. That like, don't get me wrong. I got a little like social justice at the end there. It's because I'm a cheap prick.
Like, I will look at that delivery charge and be like, and I'll do the math in my head.
I could have got extra.
How
side.
much gas is it gonna cost me to get there?
Yeah.
And it's always half.
And then you got to tip the driver.
Exactly. That's the part where I gotta tip him. I'm like, oh fuck this shit.
Yeah.
So I can just do it myself. Also, it's still faster for me to drive there if I place my order online.
Yeah, because you drive so fucking fast.
Yeah, and usually the delivery dudes have to make multiple stops.
Yeah,
before they
Your
get to
food's
you.
cold. And...
Yeah, so it's just like, I actually that's a lie. I ordered pizza 2 weeks ago because I had a free pizza
with free delivery.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know how that happened, but it was just $0.
Okay.
So I said, "What would you like to tip?"
No.
I said 50%.
Of 0. Do you ever see those Devil May Cry memes?
No.
It's Virgil and Dante fighting, and it's like Virgil being like, "I've had sex with twice as many women as you," and it's Dante being like, 2 times 0 still 0.
Yeah. Otherwise, no. It's also the way that like they have to deliver food now is so wild. It's like, I'm gonna put it on your porch. I'm gonna give you a call. Run to my car.
Oh yeah, contactless pickup or whatever. Yeah.
And it's just like, this is fucking wild. So I still drive to McDonald's and do the drive-through, and then they hand out the thing. I just tap it and call it a day.
I also like, even now, like especially in this time, I kind of like the interaction with people who run the restaurant. Like sometimes, I think one time I ordered pho from one of my favorite places in our city, and yeah, I went into the restaurant and to pick it up, and like we still had like the safe distance between us and stuff like that, and even they were just like, they seem so happy to like see another person.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't know.
Absolutely.
I think this thing is definitely putting stress on other people, and like, unless you're living in like New York or like very heavy duty COVID thing, like,
Yeah, and
I don't. This is not medical advice, but also you can take precautions and still talk to people. Like, I'm not a doctor. You get COVID because of that? Don't. Sue
yeah,
me.
like it's something.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I have my own reservations about.
Yeah, I went into the office like last week just to pick up some stuff, and like there's like, normally there's about 100 people there, but there was like 3 people there this time.
Yeah.
Like the one male lady who has to be there, and I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Also, like the unfair part of me sometimes is like, well, if everyone else is doing it, then I can do that.
Shit, that's
there's
the
no-
trap. You can't fall into that trap. That's like some self peer pressure shit.
Yeah, that's just like, come on, you can't just. I have 2 devils on my shoulder.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that if I really want it, I'll go get it.
Absolutely no delivery here. Sorry, bud. To be honest, I forget to eat now.
Yeah, because you're working all the time, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I know. It's bad. Um, it's cool. Let's talk about our picks.
You want me to go? You want you to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, go.
So, this week, I didn't see anything.
You have no picks.
I have nothing. I got nothing for you.
All right. I got a handful. Let's
Good.
go. So first off, Apex Legends.
I heard of this game.
I haven't talked about it in a while. I think it was like one of my top 10 games last year.
You know that game's like a year old now?
Yeah. It's a good ass game. It was the only game that made me give a shit about Battle Royale. Like the movement and shooting in that game is fucking awesome. Titanfall crew made an awesome game. But they're coming out with season 4. And they have some new additions, which are old additions.
What?
Yeah, so they have this thing. It's called the Old Ways update. They got a whole story thing. It's about Bloodhunter,
Okay.
Bloodhound, and like his backstory and stuff like that. It seems like they have some sort of PVE mode because they're like shooting animals. Like I'm not sure what that is.
They're hunting?
They're hunting. But the big thing I think is that they're bringing back was it Kings Canyon, the original map.
Oh yeah, it changed.
They changed the maps, yeah. So they're bringing back Kings Canyon, which is the original map. That map is great. And they're bringing back duos, which used to be like an event thing, right? So instead of teaming up in 3, you team up with 2. But they're bringing them back permanently.
Yeah, that's the big news.
So my thing is, like, I haven't played Apex in maybe like a season and a half.
Yeah.
Right? I've always thought that battle royale is the reason that, like a Fortnite, like a Warzone, the reason that they can make these matches so quickly is because everyone is playing the exact same game, right? So no matter how many people you have in your lobby, you're gonna make a game of 80 people, of 100 people, because that's the only game mode. And if you add in duos and a second map for people to choose from, what happens to that?
Yeah.
Right? That's just like a really interesting like direction they're taking it.
Yeah, giving you
Because
more
it's
options.
totally against the grain of every other battle royale ever made.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know. I thought that was a really interesting update, and I'm gonna keep track on like how it works out for them. Like maybe they'll revert it back if people aren't playing new maps or stuff like that. Because even League of Legends, they've cut down on stuff. Like they used to have right now they have your regular like Summoner's Rift, and they have the Hollowed something. It's a 3-on-3 map. And they used to have Dominion, which was like this weird circle map. It was like capture the point is, but no one was playing it, so they took it out, and it was splitting the player base too much, right? So it's a really interesting choice. I think it's a good choice. Like I love duos and I love Kings Canyon, but it'll be interesting for the future of Apex, and like I don't know what the reasoning is behind it.
It is a weird choice, especially now because I know that like the I guess the battlefield or the basically Call of Duty's out there now.
Yeah.
Right?
Like the landscape of battle royales is crowded.
And to splinter your, I'm assuming that they must have seen a hit to their player base.
People still play PUBG. People still play all the old ones too. So.
And I know like Warzone is kind of like hot shit right now. Like everyone that I normally talk to is telling me that they're on it.
Yeah. Like unless you got a Valorant beta key, that's about it.
Yes, but like let's just say anyone who's the mainstream audience, they're on Warzone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting that they're doing this.
That's my reaction to the news story when I read it. I was like, huh. And then I put it in the Google Sheets.
Good job.
Yeah. The next one is Overwatch related. I thought this is just pretty funny.
Okay.
So League of Legends has been having online tournaments because of all the COVID stuff. So I guess was it this weekend, last weekend? I think it was last weekend. There was some online games, and 2 Overwatch players, Dong Jun Kim and Jungwon Moon, 2 Koreans. They were having like an online match, and they got fined $1,000 each. Can you guess why? It was for actions taking place in the game.
It's taking place in the game.
Yeah.
Then they said some profanity.
Exactly. In the game chat, they wrote the words sex.
Oh no, I did read this
and
story.
Big dick into the chat. And you're thinking, come on, what's going on? But the thing is, the way they're streaming the games, the viewers can see the chat. So they wrote sex and big dick, and then someone else wrote the word super. And then they got a call from the tournament people, and they're like, hey, stop fucking doing that. People can see the chat. That's fantastic. That's $1,000 well spent. Damn Koreans.
Seriously though, sex?
Yeah, they wrote sex and big dick.
Like, I get the big dick one, but sex?
Vince, this is a family-oriented channel. Some of these kids don't know what sex is.
No, but they should.
They should know what sex is.
They
Right.
should.
Their parents should have told them about them.
They're watching a game of people committing murder. They should know what sex is.
Listen, this is America, all right?
Oh, my bad.
Murder, no pro. Did you read that? Okay, let's get dark. Did you read that news story about schools in America this month? This is the first, I think it's the first March
With no shootings?
with no school shootings since like 2004.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's awful.
It's fucking terrible, but
Oh.
also hilarious.
America, what are you guys
What are
doing?
you guys doing down there? Get some gun control.
Fuck, man. Country's in shambles.
I don't know, man. COVID's got some upsides. I don't know what to say.
That's true. Birds are coming out.
Dolphins in the Venice canals.
Actually, my friends have been telling me in Toronto, they're like, we haven't seen more wildlife. I'm like, where? In the city. I'm like, in the city?
Yeah, just in general.
Holy shit.
There was a meme going around. It was humans have been staying inside for so long that animals are coming to check in on them. And it's a bunch of animals like at the porch window just being like, what's going on in there? How come you're not outside?
It's a wild shit.
I think Japan has some issue with wild boars coming back into cities and stuff.
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah.
Have countries like India gone into lockdown too?
I don't think they've gone. I don't know if they've gone into lockdown. I know one of the countries in the Middle East like has it fucking bad.
Because I know like India specifically regularly has tigers in their city.
Yeah,
Or, like on the out. But like if there's no humans out,
I know India is like one of the things where like if it spreads real fucking bad in India,
it's done.
it's like just go outside. You're gonna get it. Like
Yeah.
who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Like, but let's get back on
Yeah.
cool things. PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah.
They showed the new controller,
Yeah.
the DualSense.
Yeah.
It's an Xbox controller.
Yeah, they just don't have the offset sticks, right?
Yeah, they don't have the offset sticks. They still got that classic like aligned sticks that the
Yeah.
PlayStation has. Still got. They have a share. They don't have a share button anymore.
No.
They have the create button.
Wow.
Yeah, along with the hamburger menu button.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like this thing looks cool. I don't know why people are so fucking butthurt.
Because no one likes change.
True facts. To me, honestly, the best controller would have been the PlayStation 3 banana controller.
Oh my god. Get out
That
of
is
here.
the ultimate in ergonomics.
First of all, it was the boomerang.
Same.
This controller, I gotta ask you first. If they didn't release it in white, do you think the changes would have been so substantial?
Honestly, no. Because what this controller seems like is that it's a thicker, like THICC. It's a thick PS4 controller.
Okay.
Right? It got the rounded curves instead of those sticks.
Yeah.
And it's got that round booty on the bottom instead of the two humps.
Yeah.
Right? This is just a thick boy. Like
Okay.
this is what this controller is. They took the PS4 controller and they gave it too many calories.
Okay.
Right? They just rounded it out.
How do you feel about the naming switch?
The DualSense
From PlayStation controller, DualShock,
to
DualShock 2, DualShock 3, DualShock 4, DualSense? Excuse me?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
No.
matter. Like this,
No.
like there's got to be something in it. Like that like they've changed the rumble so much that it's like, oh, they have the 3D rumble that the Switch has or some shit, right? There's got to be some reasoning for the name, but also, who cares? I'm
Have you
still gonna. My grandma is still gonna see it, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you play the Nintendo," and I'm gonna be like, "Yes, grandma, I play the Nintendo."
have you seen online what people have been comparing this controller to?
To wait, like all the fan mock-ups?
No. Like the best one I saw was the helmet for a stormtrooper.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good. I saw one where it was they thought it looked like Totoro's face.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But my favorite thing out of this is all the fan mock-ups people have been doing.
What do you mean?
Like they've been like taking the photo and editing the colors on it, and then releasing it out as like fan edits.
Oh,
So there's like a DualSense Dio.
like just like custom.
Yeah, like customs. Oh, wow, I can't even find it. But yeah, like people have been coming out with their own custom color schemes, and like because of all of the surface area that this thing has, like it's coming up with some really cool designs.
Cool.
Yeah, there was one. It was a JoJo Dio branded controller. It had this like really nice yellow, and the lights were purple. Like it's so sick. So I think the only downside is that it brought back is like so the Xbox Sex, they're getting AA battery packs still.
They are, yeah.
Where this is built in rechargeable.
Yeah, it's been like that for what, 10 years now?
Well, since PS3.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
So obviously the downside there is that when your systems get old, your batteries are going to be shit.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't know. Like it's really,
yeah, it's whatever.
It's whatever. Like, oh, I'm gonna have that problem. Like me, who still plays their PlayStation 3, and it's like, oh, I played for 45 minutes, and the one controller I play with the most, it's like, oh, your battery lasted instead.
I can't tell if my battery on my PS4 one lasts as long as it used to anymore.
I feel like mine lasts short.
Same, but then I look at the clock. I'm like, I've been here for how long?
Yeah, I don't know what short is.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I think it's a cool looking controller. I think it's a much needed change. I'm a little disappointed they didn't get even wilder with it, but I don't think they really can without just making.
Would you want another button? You want six on the front?
Dude, I want a fucking Elite controller for the PlayStation. Oh, I want the back buttons. I want customizable triggers. I want to have that hair R2 where I can just lock it.
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. I want
the
that
hair trigger, yeah.
Yeah, I want that shit.
That's right. I forgot they had that.
I want those pro gamer controllers.
Who doesn't?
Exactly.
Okay.
I still want that Elite too. Ooh, sexy. Next up, Magic the Gathering.
What?
Let me tell you about their new set of cards. They're having a crossover with Toei, and they're bringing out Godzilla branded Magic cards.
Whoa!
So what Wizards of the Coast is doing is that they're taking some of their cards in their new set, and they're changing the art on them. They're giving alt art, so they're not completely different cards. They're just alt art cards, and it's Godzilla, baby. It's Godzilla themed. Here's
collector's gonna go wild for this shit.
Here's a planes. I'm gonna show you right now. This land card where it's Godzilla and Mothra.
Oh wow, that's
just
cool.
Walking over.
That's really cool.
It's really cool. There's one here. It's Space Godzilla, right? It's a full art Space Godzilla. But here's the thing about Space Godzilla. If you ever watched Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, you'll know that Space Godzilla has a move, has a breath move.
Mm-hmm.
It directly translated from Japanese, it is Death Corona.
Yes. That's the collectible card right there. That's the one you want.
So, given the times,
yeah,
Magic the Gathering has decided to change the name from Space Godzilla bracket Death Corona to Space Godzilla Void Invader.
Ah. Well, you gotta imagine there's like a couple prints that say Death Corona.
Oh, there's probably some test prints. Like someone at Magic the Gathering owns the Space Godzilla Death Corona
oh,
Godzilla.
You know that like in a couple of years that's gonna be worth.
It's gonna leak.
Oh my god.
That's the one I want. I want the Death Corona.
It's interesting. So when is this planning to happen? When's this?
I think it's in a couple months. It's with their new set. Yeah, there's a upcoming special kaiju expansion set called Ikoria Layers of Behemoth.
Okay.
So it's maybe in April 16th, tomorrow.
Interesting. Interesting that they would release it now.
I think
Because you know what community must have faced the biggest hurdle?
card gaming community,
The-
tabletop
yeah,
community.
tabletop. Like, bye.
Yo, they're essential service.
Like, see ya, suckers. Like,
And yo, it's probably super bad in there because everyone breathes out their mouth.
oh my god, but those stores have never smelled so beautiful.
Oh, I bet they just smell fantastic. Oh my god.
Yeah, jeez.
Just they hired deep cleaners to go
Yeah.
into their.
I feel so bad for like everybody in the tabletop industry right now. That like, what are you gonna do?
Vince, let me tell you about the Steam game Tabletop Simulator.
No, that's not. Corona happened. What are you gonna do?
So yeah, and then the last one, and I think it's the best news of the
Okay.
past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Cooking Mama Cookstar has been released.
Has it?
It was released on the Switch, and was almost immediately taken off the Steam store.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why, Vince.
Why?
Because apparently, Cooking Mama Cookstar is cryptocurrency malware.
Whoa. Seriously?
So I'm gonna go through the whole 2 weeks of that. So
Wait, what? How does this happen?
So, on April 5th, Screen Rant has reported that Cooking Mama Cookstar has been removed from the eShop with
Holy
rumors.
fuck.
With rumors.
Rumors.
That it has been overheating people's switches.
Yeah.
Running out their batteries insanely fast, like getting to dangerously high temps.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And apparently, the company that made it, I forget who developed this latest one, is that there is a certain DRM. If you don't know what DRM is, it is a copyright program.
Yep.
A lot of companies, especially Ubisoft, is notorious for this, and it's to stop people from pirating their games.
Yep.
But they're using a blockchain DRM.
Okay.
And blockchain is the main process of linking processes together, doing calculations to get cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And people are saying that because of this DRM, it's overheating switches, and secretly the developer, who is not the original developer of Cooking Mama, it's a different one. They are using your switches to mine cryptocurrency through Cooking Mama.
That's wild.
And here's the thing. A week later, turns out not true. All right. It's turns out it's just a poorly made game. It's just a poorly made game.
Oh. Oh.
So Screen Rant got a quote from they got a quote from a developer who worked on Cooking Mama Cookstar.
Yeah.
And this is the exact quote. Quote, "The statement about cryptocurrency was all buzzwords.
Ooh.
The head of Planet Entertainment knows very little about these things. He just put some fancy language on the DRM
Okay.
to get potential investors who liked that stuff. As for the crashes / overheating, that's because the game was made in Unity by many people working on their very first game. Not the best product, but it made it through several rigorous reviews by Nintendo and Sony. There is no cryptocurrency mining stuff that could get through those tests.
Okay.
I doubt anybody at 1P would even be able to make such a thing." End quote.
Oh, that's so mean.
So
That's not nice.
here's another quote. "At one point, the Japanese official clients came to oversee development. An argument started, and the clients were told to go home if they weren't being constructive. One of them found out that Planet Entertainment released the game. They used their Nintendo contacts to pull it from the eShop and stop production of the cartridges. Overall, everyone at 1P loves Cooking Mama and the franchise and did their best for the product considering interference from higher ups. I think this game is far from perfect, but it would have done fine without the publishers stumbling so constantly.
Wow.
So yeah, Cooking Mama Cookstar on the Switch. It's a collector's item, baby.
Oh.
They think that it will never come back to the eStore because it was made so fucking poorly.
Oh, it was just eShop?
It was pulled from the eShop. I don't know if it was pulled from the PSN store, and I know that they've stopped, like the quote says, they've stopped development on Switch cartridge production.
Oh.
So, bruh, if you want,
You've stopped development, but
there's still some out, baby. It's
there.
like that was it Judge Eyes or whatever?
Yeah.
When that guy got busted for cocaine in Japan and they pulled all it. Some of them are still out there, buddy.
Yeah,
like
they're out there. Shit.
You can get the game voiced by a completely different person.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I do have one pick, actually. I forgot about it. I was searching for it.
All right.
It's an anime pick. In the early days of this podcast, we watched an anime.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic.
What was it?
It's called Tiger and Bunny.
It's a very good show.
Well, if you remember how that show ended, it kind of, there's an ending to that anime, but we wouldn't call it a conclusive ending.
No, it's definitely, the season ended. I was expecting a season 2, like, most definitely.
Yes. Well, we got a season 2.
Nice.
12 years later.
Oh, fuck, it's been 12 years?
It hasn't been 12 years. It came out in 2011.
Okay.
But they've announced season 2 is coming in 2022.
Oh my
It's
God.
not even 2021 yet.
Oh my Jesus.
But they've just confirmed it is happening in 2022.
Okay.
So that'll be 11 years. That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
I just want more. I want more branded superheroes. That's all I want.
But that's just it. Who's gonna be the brandings now? The world has changed.
And also, My Hero exists.
Yes.
I think that the only reason this has got greenlit again is because My Hero is so popular.
Because they're like, oh, we need one of.
Oh, they're like, oh, this is the show that was before its time.
Yeah.
Right.
But now it's here. Yeah.
But now we're in it.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you gonna do with it? This is sad. This is sad news. On one hand, I'm very excited about the prospect of a new Tiger and Bunny. On the other hand, My Hero exists, and this is just going to be shipped off to die.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there you go. Tiger and Bunny. Good Luck Mode returns.
Oh God, that was a great show. And they had that movie.
They did.
Oh,
The Gold.
It was so good.
Yeah,
it was so good.
Mm.
Oh, and it like left off on such a great ending too.
1 Minute Tiger.
Yeah. Oh, I love that show. It's so good.
We'll see what happens in a year and a half.
I will have forgotten about it by then.
Probably. Yes, you will.
Yeah. That's it. That's it for
yep,
picks.
That's it for picks. We want the weeks.
I kind of want. Don't want to leave yours for last. Here, I'll do mine because we've been doing the same thing in our week.
Okay.
One of the things we've been doing the same thing. I'll use that as the transition. So, I finished Neo 2.
No way.
Yeah. I forgot how much content those games have.
Lots.
Just with all the side quests and stuff like that. It's a good ass game.
Sure is.
That's a good fucking game.
Sure is.
I still continue to say that game is Neo 2.8 or 1.8.
Yep.
Like, it is not a complete overhaul. Even in some of the side missions, they bring back levels from the first game. But I think the one thing that game does amazing and almost makes me say it's definitely a true sequel is that game is somehow, story-wise, it is somehow a prequel, a side story, and a sequel.
What?
All at the same time.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this game, it's got, like, you don't have to know jack shit about Neo 1 in order to enjoy 99% of the game.
Okay.
And in the last, like, 3 missions of the story, they're like, hey, people who played Neo 1, we got you, baby.
Here's your reward.
Yeah, here's your reward. Yeah, it is somehow a prequel, a side story, and a sequel to Neo 1.
Okay. Okay.
It's all of those things wrapped together.
Okay.
And it's like a really cool payoff as someone who was like a big fan of the first game. So there's a lot of cool shit happening in it. I played Tonfas the whole way through. It was fantastic. I ended up building my set in such a way where I didn't really do a lot of damage on normal attacks, but I did huge stamina damage. So what I wanted to do is
just exhaust them.
Hopefully the enemy blocks, and when I deplete their whole fucking stamina bar, I come in with the grapple attack, and the grapple attack does massive damage. So like I'd come in with the Tonfas and just like one shot them with a grapple, right? So it's pretty cool. There's all this like different tempering stuff, like, and then like in the old game, once you beat the final boss, you unlock the next tier of rarity, which is divine weapons, and usually those will have better attack stats or better defense stats, and they'll have more subcategories of stats. Yeah, like more passives, pretty much. Yeah. And yeah, it's fantastic. Even having beat the game, I'm going through New Game Plus. Yeah. And again, I forgot that New Game Plus is no fucking joke. Like, even though you have your build and you have end game shit, you're still gonna get two-shot by certain enemies. Like, you're gonna go back to level 1 and you're gonna get fucking demolished. Okay. It's good stuff. I kind of can't wait for DLC because I think that's where Neo shined before, bringing out all the challenge missions and endless dungeons and stuff like that. But it's a fantastic game. Highly recommended if you're itching for a Souls-like. It's probably one of the most complicated that you can play. It's got, and it not in a bad way. It's just got so much depth to the combat system and the weapon system that you're gonna need some time to get used to it. Yeah, and it's definitely very hard, but it's rewarding once you get used to it. Very cool. It's good stuff. What else did I do? I've been playing Persona 5 The Royal.
I noticed you opened your copy.
I opened my copy.
I'm kind of jealous.
I'm open my copy of Persona 5 The Royal. I put on the mask.
How was that?
It's dude, that is a well constructed mask.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like ceramic or some shit. I don't know. It's some hard ass material. Okay. I could use that as a legit, like, it comes with like a rope and like there's holes in the mask and you can just have it as a masquerade mask. Really? Yeah. So I think next time I'm invited to a masquerade party, I'm gonna be main character from Persona 5. Okay. But it is like, did you play Persona 4 Golden?
With Mary?
With Marie. Yeah.
Marie, yes.
It's kind of like that. It is still the same story, but they've added in new features for
so you can't play as a girl. Game. She's just a.
You cannot play as a girl. She is just another confidant, another side character.
I'm assuming they introduced her very early.
In the beginning of the fucking game.
Okay.
You remember the intro of the game where you're like end game, right? And you're like running through the casino and and then you get caught. Whatever. She's there just before you get caught. Like, when you're doing the battle tutorial, she shows up and she's like, oh, Joker, I don't want to be here, but I owe you for what you did for me and all this stuff. And then you have like a mini battle with her and she's fucking baller.
Of course she is. She's the hotness, man.
Yeah, she's fucking sick as fuck. And then you get caught and you do all the stuff. And then on like your third day of school,
she shows up.
You meet her in the subway.
Of course, right? Man. You know she's the new best girl, right?
She might be best girl, because like I was like I went to take Takemi's office and I'm like, damn, punk rock doctor, you sexy as fuck. Yeah. But the one thing I had about Persona 5 is that my best girl was chosen like reluctantly, where I was just like, if I have to choose one, I'm picking punk rock doctor. There was no one that I was like totally head over heels about. Yeah. And so far, baby.
Oh baby.
So far.
That good, eh?
She's pretty good.
I will say, because like in the Golden, Marie ended up being my best girl.
She's fucking rad as fuck.
I know.
She controls the fucking weather.
I know.
So yeah, I'm playing through it. I forgot how like seamless that game is in terms of like getting from one place to another, going into a battle, exiting a battle. Everything is just so stylish.
It's been what, 2 years?
Yeah, I think so.
The game could need to revisit.
I think the bonus thing here is that because I know the story now, I've just been fast forwarding through most of the dialogue. Like, I'll press fast forward, And if there's any sort of like new shit with the new character and stuff, then I'll
Why aren't you
do
playing in
that.
Japanese?
I am playing in Japanese.
Oh shit!
So whenever I get all the attacks and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's funny too, because like now I understand what people talk about when they're learning Japanese, and they're like, yeah, if you just want to understand anime and video games, like you only need like this level of Japanese. And I'm like, wow, this is all some generic ass shit. Tasukete! Like that, like all the basic anime shit. And I'm just like, oh, you don't even need to have a vocabulary that's big enough to be able to have a conversation. Like you just need the anime vocabulary, which is like chikoku chikoku, I'm late. Tasukete, please save me. Like that kind of shit. Boku wa.
Boku wa.
Teme. Like you need all that bullshit. But I'm playing
Ore wa.
Right. I'm playing through in Japanese, and not the text in Japanese, just the voices, so I can practice some listening. And I'm playing with a guide this time.
Oh, you're going for like...
I'm going for single run all confidants max.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I already fucked up the guide once.
Did you roll back your
I had
save?
to roll back my save. So I have 4 save files.
No.
So I had to roll back. What happened is that in the one day, after you unlock the dungeon, you don't immediately do the dungeon. What I had to do is I had to go to the little convenience store in your town, buy the DVD player, and then buy their whole stock of crafting items. Because 2 days later, I have to go to the bench and craft. But what happened was, I was like, oh, I didn't have enough money because I spent it all on equipment at the airsoft store. So I went into the shop and I bought like 1 or 2 things.
Yeah.
And then I went to my desk to go craft shit to get proficiency +3. I didn't have enough items to make anything.
Oh no.
I just had like mishmash of here and there. So I was like, fuck. So I rolled back the save and then did whatever.
Damn.
But yeah, so this will be interesting. Like I've never done one of these runs before in a Persona game. I definitely want to see what it's like to just have it all.
It's definitely time consuming, but by the end of it, you feel like you've played twice the game.
Yeah. So what this guide says is that by the end of it, you will have all confidants maxed. You will have seen all confidant major events, and you will have every trophy.
Yeah. So yeah. I did this once for Persona 3 Fest.
Okay.
Yeah, like it is a little bit like you're constantly looking at the guide to make sure that you're there.
Yeah.
But when you get through it all, you're like, wow, this is a big fucking game.
Yeah, there's so much shit here.
Yeah, and you have to see it all, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, part of me wants to go for the date every girl in the game ending for Valentine's Day, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna pick best girl and have my monogamous pure date.
Wow. So much for the harem. Checking out the nerd.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, then that's a good ass game, man. That's usually like when I play Dragon Quest, I kind of like put on music while I'm playing it. But in this one, I'm just like, I just want to be immersed in it. I want to hear that smooth jazz, baby. That's some good shit. I also forgot that first dungeon is fucking brutal in terms of story. Right? Kamoshida and like he's abusing these kids, and I was like,
the girls, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, holy fuck, man. Yeah. Why aren't the rest of the stories like this engaging? Like, because I don't remember really any of the other dungeons.
I don't know if they're like that touchy, but they're just as serious.
They're very serious, but like this one is just like, man, they started the show with a showstopper.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going through that. It's very good. And then the other thing I did in my week to take a break from video games is I started Berserk. The famous manga. I think it started in late 80s, early 90s.
All the famous ones do.
But here's the thing. I read 21 volumes of Berserk in 3 days.
That's a lot.
Yeah, if you average around like 10, 11 chapters per volume.
Yeah, like in this situation, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But then also, I get it.
Yeah, you're doing stuff.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're killing time. You're killing time in COVID. Like, yeah, yo, Berserk is fucking good.
Yeah,
that's a good ass manga.
Yeah,
and here's the thing though. It's only good after like 20 volumes.
Oh, and you're at 21?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is my Smallville. So here's the thing, like It's not to say the early stuff is bad, but the early stuff is early stuff, if you kind of
Yeah.
get what I mean. So
And it's also the 80s.
it's also the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Like the reason I love JoJo Part 1 the most
Mm.
is because it's like a product of its time.
Yeah.
It's definitely kind of light on storytelling, but it's like a classic anime story. It's like, I'm a big burly dude and I'm going to be the best I can be because I am an English gentleman and I'm going to beat the bad guy and
Yeah.
all this whatever. Berserk is like the opposite of that, but it's still the same one note story where it's the world is bleak, fuck you. Like that's the story.
Yeah,
right?
that's Berserk, yeah.
And so you kind of like get through the beginning stuff and you're like, all right, this is like really brutal and like heavy and like all this stuff. And you're reading through it and you're like, that's all it has. That's like, this is teenage level writing,
Yeah.
right? Of Guts is a guy with a big sword and all the fights consist of him cutting people in half.
Oh yeah.
Right? And that's it.
Yeah.
There's like some really fucked up shit that happens. There's like rape and torture.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like okay, like that's the thing too. Like if you haven't seen Berserk or even read Berserk, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most fucked up things I've read. Like aside from like doujinshis where they just kind of go off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
But like Berserk is fucking brutal for something that has such a wide appeal in Japan. Or even among anime fans.
Yeah, it's pretty big amongst everybody.
Yeah. But the thing is like early Berserk, again, it just feels like the author is venting. like
what an asshole.
Like he's pissed at shit and he's just like, what if there was a guy who had huge muscles and a giant sword, and even though he was gonna be defeated, he was just unstoppable because he got more mad. Like
oh my god.
Like think about it. Like, come on, that's Berserk.
Yeah.
That's early Berserk.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what is he gonna do? He's on like Guts is gonna lose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get more angry. The power of anger is on my side.
Yeah.
The power of anger and being a loner.
Oh shit.
Right? Like
Yeah.
that's exactly what early Berserk is. But every single time I got to a point in Berserk where I was just like, I'm gonna check out. This isn't going the
way you want
in a way I want or a way I enjoy. Not because it's brutal, but because it's boring.
Yeah.
It's like I can feel the editor, right? I can feel the editor.
You're not coming away.
Right? It's just like, oh man, like, oh, I'm totally bored of Guts just like being like the whole character arc is I'm mad.
Yeah.
I got madder. I cut the guy in half. Like that's the story arc.
Yeah.
I can then like feel the editor being like, hey, what if there was like depth to him, right? And then you get the Band of Hawks arc.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh fuck, there's like depth to this character. Like he was abused as a child. Like he goes through this whole learning process and you learn to be why he's such a fuck up in the later or the earlier chapters, right? And you're like, this is great. But then it goes on for so fucking long that you're like, I'm kind of done.
Yeah.
Like I get his character arc. He had a fucked up childhood. It was entertaining. And just as I'm about to like check out, Eclipse, right? I'm like, oh fuck. This is insane. And it happens like all the way through, even the after Eclipse, there's the Lost Children's arc where they go on to a field of fairies. Do you know that arc with the field of fairies and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even that, I'm just like, he so badly wants to go back to the old way of writing, but he made such amazing character development in the old shit that you can't do that anymore. So the introduction of side characters happens where they accompany Guts. So you have Zat, the fairy.
Yeah.
He starts getting his own little thing. And then usually there's some sort of kid foil that comes along with him to like balance out the brooding edginess. And then they have some levity with the child character. And yeah, there's like, this is a manga that has benefited greatly from becoming popular and getting an editor. And yeah, I fucking love it. I think there are certain scenes that I have learned in retrospect that were like, these are the most famous scenes. Like if you've ever seen a picture of a demon horse standing over a naked bound girl, it's a fucked up scene.
Yeah, I know. I remember reading that because
Yeah.
I wanted to know and was like, oh,
Oh,
that's fucked.
it's fucked.
Yeah.
But because I think I read it all in such succession and
Yeah.
so quickly, I'm like, okay, animal rape, let's go. Like, I got it. Like, it's kind of a weird thing.
Let's go.
I've seen it all before. Just rape her and get on with it. Like,
Jeez.
right? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, in my head, I'm like, whoa, fuck, I need to take a break from this show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just finished the Perfect World arc and I'm pretty far in. And yeah, like they have turned Guts from Edgelord McGee into a character with depth and a character you want to follow. And even a character that other characters within the show,
Yeah.
their only reaction isn't just fear.
Yeah.
Right? The other thing is like they've the author of this show has made it easier for people to see the depth within
Yeah.
Guts's character because they show it through other characters also noticing it,
Yeah.
right? Like you have the Holy Chain Army and that girl who's just like she hurts herself
Yeah.
because it's for God, but really she's battling with like
Mhm.
no, she just loves pain,
Yeah.
right? And she starts to realize like, oh, Guts is the Black Swordsman, but maybe we have it wrong. Like maybe he has this depth and he has to take it on in his own way.
Mhm.
And all the supernatural stuff is fantastic. And I think the last thing I'll say about it is the demon designs in Berserk are probably the most bizarre and fucked up
Really?
demon designs I've ever seen. Like they're truly creepy and otherworldly.
Hmm.
Like I don't know how this guy thinks of that and that like those kind of designs, but they're all like they're so varied and they're just so like yeah, this is like a fucked up thing that I'm looking at here, right? From certain dogs being possessed and the way their
Yeah.
facial features change
Yeah.
to full on demons where during the Eclipse arc,
Yeah.
right? When like there's one where it you learn why Guts has one arm,
Yeah.
right? And it's grabbing onto his arm, but like his belly has a mouth and then there's like another face on top of it with tentacles coming out and then a second mouth that's like
Yeah.
tertiary. Like it's like the way he comes up with demons, it's like, yeah, this is like you went on a tour. like you died recently, and then like the devil's like, all right, here it is. This is the smorgasbord. Like take these ideas, bring them back. Like
Mhm.
it's kind of like what I think like a fucked up hell would have.
Damn.
It's cool.
Cool.
It deserves its fame. But yeah, some of those early arcs, like they definitely suffer.
You just got to get through it.
You got to get through.
Yeah.
So I would say that it really starts to show. It gets into its own in Band of Hawks, and then the only weakness of Band of Hawks is the pure length of it.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, the whole payoff and everything. That's a fantastic series.
And
And then we've been playing Monster Hunter,
Yeah, we have.
which is what'll transition into your week.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. So you got back into Monster Hunter.
I did.
Congrats.
As promised, I returned to the land of hunting monsters.
What do you think?
And so when we last left off, it was
we last saw our heroes.
it was October,
2019,
and I had just unlocked Brachydios and Tigrex or Tigrex.
Ah, yes, the T-Rex
And let me tell you, coming back into this game after my
hiatus.
hiatus,
Your time skip.
yeah, my 5-month time skip, I forgot how to play. I forgot half of the mechanics.
Yeah.
I forgot about like half of this little small little nuanced shit that you got to prepare in between missions, and even what you can do in missions. And so it was a bit of a learning curve. And I forgot that I was still on Sword and Shield, not Switch Axe. So I picked up a Switch Axe and went to it. And long story short, at the start of it, I was Hunter rank MR3, and over the past week and a bit, I'm now at 57. MR 57.
Damn, dude. That's some progress, homie.
So yeah, I busted through the story mode. You and TJ helped me get through that, and then I've just been like, I've kind of just doing random quests here and there, just kind of getting for a feel for like I don't know what I wanted to do. Like I'm pretty set now on I am going to do the Switch Axe as my primary, but I've also built out a support sword and shield
Just to like get through
just to
the
like
game.
just like yeah, just to hang with people.
Okay.
Just because it's like yeah, I'll be more useful this way. And sword and shield is just lots of fun,
Mhm.
right? But yeah, no, that game is one. It's Monster Hunter. It's Monster Hunter World. Uh, man, it's good. It's some good shit. That's a fun time sink.
So what has been like your build that you want to build towards now? Like what are you aiming for?
So like, what I want is ideally a Switch Axe build, just because like I think
Yeah, but like what monster? What are you trying to get on this build, baby?
okay, so I need some of them Safi Jivas.
Oof.
I need some of them.
Oof.
I need like, let's be real. I'm just trying to get Safi Jiva weapons and then build out a mix set with skills I want, just so I'm ready for next month.
All right.
That's
you
it.
want that Elatria?
That's it. Like, that is my goal.
Okay.
And I now realize that this is going to be a Herculean effort, because the parts that you need to augment your fucking gear
They're crazy.
is the what?
So I'm gonna tell you, I took less of a break than you, maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
Or so. I don't have anything augmented other than armor. I have 0 weapon augments.
Man, like,
The guiding
what?
lance is fucked.
It is. It is. Like, first of all, you have to level up the guiding lands before you can get any of the good shit.
Yes. So you got to be facing those great jaggies, like
you got to go through they basically, like, listen, this is ultimate training ground, but you got to go through the whole game all over again. Yeah. It's like they built in New Game Plus without the fluff. They're just like, here's the bosses one after other.
And here's some new items you can only get in New Game Plus.
But when you beat the bosses, it's not an immediate like, oh, you don't have to fight them again and you level up. It's like, nah. They're now bosses count as an experience meter on your experience bars.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. I think all my lands are like level 3, so I got a ways to go.
I still think my favorite thing about the guiding lands is that you don't have to go out after you've beaten the monster.
Yes.
Right? It's just beat a monster, go back. Beat a monster, go back. And pro tip, if you have not done this already, if you're doing guiding lands farming, have Fortify.
Fortify
is when you die, you get bonus stats.
Oh.
Because you can't cart out of the guiding lands.
Yeah.
So what the strategy is you go in, don't eat.
Yeah.
Have Fortify, and die twice on purpose.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of guiding lands, you have like 400 more defense, 150 more attack. Like,
really?
You're good to go.
Fortify is just one slot, right?
It's one slot.
Like, I just gem in one?
It's one slot.
Oh, fuck.
And a lot of 4-slot gems, they have something plus Fortify.
Plus Fortify. Yeah. That's how my health boosters.
So, like, if we start doing that, like, I recommend we all put on Fortify.
Okay.
Because...
Also, put on Geology.
Oh, Geology as well, yeah.
Which is that one?
So, in the Guiding Lands, you know how when you're attacking monsters, they sometimes drop, like, shiny material?
Oh, yeah.
You pick that up twice.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you do need that because it's the guiding lands.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that one has 3. I just looked it up. That one has 3 levels.
Shit.
You only need the first one.
For Geology?
Yeah, so level 1 allows you to gather from bone piles an extra time, which is the main one you want because they'll have guiding land bone piles. And then the other ones let you do special item gathering points.
Meh.
And then the 3rd level lets you do bone piles, gathering points, and mining outcrops. Like, that one could be useful because there's like certain...
Yeah, there's certain ores that I do need, you're right, but... Okay, that's good to know. Cause...
You mostly take it to pick up the materials points.
Oh,
You don't care about the bones.
Okay. So I just need Fortify and Geology? Oh, okay, that's some good tips. Because I'm having trouble in the guiding lands.
Yeah, but what if you had 500 extra defense for free?
Exactly! Exactly. Like, at first time I faced Stygian as Noga, I'm like, oh yeah, he's a Noga. And I'm like, oh.
And then he's bitch slapped you.
I'm like, I'm dead. What the fuck? Yeah, it was a rough day. I was like, jeez. I had such trouble beating Rajang on my own.
I don't do that shit on my own. Like, I'm decked out in fully augmented Raging Brachydio's gear.
Yeah.
And I still don't do that shit on my own.
Yeah, like, I did it. I'm like, Oh, this is rough.
Why did I do this?
Like, this is so hard. But yeah, no, it's a Monster Hunter is great, and they've just added so many things to it. Like a lot of, I think we've talked about this before. Like I am a fashion hunter, so there's just a lot of things out there. I'm like, oh, I want that.
Oh, you want layered armors?
And then I see like the requirements, and I'm like, what is this game? What the fuck, man?
Man,
Because then now I have to decide, like, do I spend my time grinding out for fashion or grinding out for actual gear?
it was worse in Generations
Oh yeah.
because what you had to do was you had to make both armor sets.
Yeah, then you would sacrifice one.
And then you had to farm the item that allowed you to sacrifice one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember now. Yeah, that was brutal. I heard there's weapon
Yeah, but only
on certain ones.
like I think a lot of the end game items don't allow you to
Yeah,
change.
because I have that what am I using right now? That Shara Ishvadala, his switch axe.
Oh yeah, I don't think you can
You
augment
can't.
his stuff.
You can augment, but you can't change the
Oh, you can't visually augment
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
and then I was looking at some of like the event quest stuff, like the Guild Palace stuff. I'm like, ooh, I like that.
That stuff's cool.
That stuff looks wicked.
Until you realize you need hunting coins from the
Yes,
arena.
and then I was like, oh no, that's never happening.
Me and TJ were doing fucking arena quests the other day, and we're like, these are hard.
Yeah, because you don't get to use your own gear.
Yeah.
Like it sucks.
And even when like I was like, there's one where it was a sticky heavy bow gun,
Yeah.
but the thing was the customizations on the bow gun, no shields, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, but yeah, Monster Hunter's great. I do recommend if you've taken a back seat or you haven't jumped in yet, check it out.
It's good.
It's very good. Yeah. I will continue to play that. It's a fun game.
You better.
Oh, I better.
You better. And
I
tell me
better.
when you do guiding lane shit, because I also need to do guiding lane shit.
Okay. The other heavy hitter of a game I got this past week or week and a half was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mhm.
I have decided I will not talk about this game till I beat it.
Okay. So I'll see you in 2050.
I am
all of
going
the
to beat
parts
that
have come out.
game this weekend
That sounds like you're not going to be playing Monster Hunter.
because I don't know what the actual time to beat is,
Mhm.
but I have seen a lot of my friends being like, "Oh, run the end credits now." I'm like, "How fucking quick did you play, or how short is it?" And it makes me feel like this is doable. I
Okay,
can do this.
okay,
I can do this. If you played the demo, then like
That's the game.
that's the game. Like there's nothing like there's more to it, but I'll save that for when I'm done.
Okay.
The free games on PSN. I played Dirt Rally.
Oh, I also played.
2.0.
I also played Dirt Rally 2.0.
Oh yeah.
Bro, okay, you go first, and then I'll tell you my experience. Oh my god.
So for the past couple of years, I've been playing. The only racing I've been playing is Formula One,
Mhm.
which is all about grip.
You mean the fastest cars in the world?
Yes.
By a fucking mile.
Yes. So it's been we'll say I've gotten pretty used to that, and I'm
Mhm.
pretty.
Of having infinite grip.
Yeah, and like I understand the mechanics. So Dirt Rally is a good palate cleanser, let's say, because it's the opposite, right? It's
What if
like
you had no grip?
yeah, what if you had no grip? What if your cars just weren't as fast? But what if you could hit everything? Like the window of making a mistake is much greater. Also, it's not a track you can memorize. You just have to rely on some asshole beside you.
Yeah, you have to like split second
Yeah.
instructions. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'm at the point with most racing games, especially circuit racing games, where it's like I just put on headphones and listen to something else.
Because you know the circuit.
Because I know the
right?
circuits, yeah.
Yeah, I know the Tokyo circuit.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah. This Dirt Rally can't do that. I have to listen to my co-driver.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, we just like put a random dirt road in Europe, and then we're just like, yeah, just drive this one.
Yeah, and it's like, oh fuck. Game's great.
It's a very good game.
It's a very good game.
very-
Like even though
very
they
good
start
racing.
you out on like the shittiest, slowest cars, it is immediately apparent that if you're gonna play
It's
this,
fucking hard.
you got to be serious about it.
It's
Like
fucking
it
hard.
ain't a joke. It is. It is. I heard you like racing games and cars. Do you think you're a car guy? I'll show you wrong. And it's like okay.
It's fucking hard.
Yes, it's very hard. It's very hard, and I like it. They even play on the whole like there's no flashbacks, and you have limited
Oh, I
restarts.
missed flashbacks so much.
You have limited restarts. So if you're the anorak who's like, "Now I'll just hit restart and I'll do this run perfect," you don't got that. And it's not restarts per event or per race. It's per the whole event.
Yeah.
And events are 4 races. So you gotta
You have 10, I think. 10 resets.
You have 10?
I think so.
I have 5.
9.
Oh, I have 5.
Oh, maybe your difficulty is higher than mine.
But probably. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's what that modifier is. Okay, yeah. Okay, I have 5.
All right.
And it's great. It's especially, but you don't really understand just how hard this game is until you're at night and it's raining.
Fuck this game.
And then you break a headlight. Oh man.
Or in my case, you don't know how to turn them on.
Oh no. Yeah, it's brutal.
So are you into like the more modern cars now?
I'm past the historic.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I'm still in the older cars, but I'm past front wheel drive.
Oh, okay.
Like
You're in all wheel.
Yeah. I want to get to Group B.
That's where you want to be.
That's where I want to get to. I don't really care about the current modern day stuff. I just want to get to the 80s monster machines. But yeah.
Where it's just like, here's a bunch of torque.
Yeah. Here's cars that shouldn't be this fast off road, but we made them anyway.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Wrap around a tree.
Yeah. This game has one difficulty setting that just blew my mind. Because it was like, I've played games with different manual settings, but this one has manual clutch, but
it has
H-box.
It has 7 transmission settings. 7.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's 5 too many.
Yeah. I was like, when I kept scrolling, I was like, whoa, with clutch.
H-box with clutch.
H-box with clutch.
What the fuck?
What kind of asshole do you gotta be? Like, and like I kept thinking, like, what kind of setup do you need? Like, can you buy? And like
you can buy.
And then I thought to myself, but if you can buy, aren't they all 6-speed? What happens when you get to the cars with 7 gears? And then I'm like, if you only have 4 gears, does that mean you need 1, 2, 3, 4? Like, that's wild.
You need the 7-gear H-box.
And then I was like, this is too extra. This is just too much.
This is a racing man's racing game.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, but no, it's good. I like it.
So my experience with this game,
tell me about it.
Is I started out and I immediately went to Story Rally.
Yeah,
and it gave me that fucking shitty ass Italian 1970s rally car.
Yeah,
right. And I'm going through it. I put on hardcore damage because that's what I do in dirt.
Yeah,
right. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So here's the thing. I played Dirt Rally 1.
Yeah.
And it was fun, but I mostly played Dirt.
Yeah.
Right? And Dirt, more arcadey.
It is, yeah.
Right? So I'm playing through Dirt Rally 2, and I get through my first track not so bad.
Yeah.
Right? There's a couple like hairpins that I just wasn't ready for, but reset the car, take the 7-second penalty, whatever.
Yeah.
Track 2.
Yes.
Is nighttime.
Yes.
I did not know what button it was to turn on my headlights. So I'm running through this track. I'm blaring. I'm blaring down these straights, right? And then I hit a jump. And then I landed weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta recover. And I was like, I want to say like millimeters off the side of the track.
Yes.
And I crack a log.
Oh no.
On hardcore damage.
Oh no.
Going like 90 miles.
Wow.
And it fucking I got terminal damage.
Wow.
Like on one crash.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm not ready for this. And I shut the game off.
You're not ready for it.
I'm not in the correct mindset.
This is too much for me right now.
Yeah. I'm not in the correct mindset.
Put this one down. Wow. That's excellent.
I couldn't do it.
That's excellent. Really.
I need to be in the racing mood. Like this, that has to be like the game I'm giving my main focus to.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I played a bit of it, but I'm like, oh no, if I really play this, like I'm only playing this.
Yeah.
So I had to put it down as well.
But the scariest thing about that game is as soon as I got into that first track, my first thought was, what if I bought a steering wheel?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
What if I got a Thrustmaster?
Wow. That deep, eh?
Yeah, I was like, like what if I got like a
what if I just made these poor life decisions?
Yeah, what if I just got like a 3-pedal box setup?
Ooh.
Yeah. I got paddle shifters.
God. Yeah, Dirt Rally. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Other games I've been playing. I played more. What did I talk about? I talked about Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy, Dirt. Oh, that's what I've been playing actually a lot of before I jump back into Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Overwatch has consumed my soul yet again.
Mm-hmm.
And that game's so good. I have not tried the new character yet, but I got back into it, and man, it's like seeing an old friend. The skill has not left. I am still pretty good with
Is
the
it like
characters.
how we both felt when we started playing Modern Warfare Remaster?
Yeah.
And we're just like, yo, M16 red dot
Yeah.
stopping power, fuck all these kids.
Yeah. It's great. The characters I like that I play, yeah, they're still very well. I picked up Diva, and I'm like, oh yeah, all right,
That's my girl.
this is the one.
That's my Korean
This
bae.
this is for me. And then I picked up Ana. I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. I'm into this. Yeah. So yeah, I'm back into Overwatch. It's still mystery mode right now. I haven't gone back to competitive yet, just because I feel like I need to go look at a meta chart or something, because I don't know what the current changes are.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get a feel for it with just playing all the characters.
What do you just play for fun?
No.
I need my competitive points.
I need this win to mean something.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the biggest game I've been playing. The other big time sink I've been doing is like, I had planned to watch a lot more anime, like just a lot more anime.
But Terrace House, the new season's out.
I watched one episode.
Wait,
of
did
that.
you actually watch Terrace
I
House?
watched
I was just
one
joking.
episode of that. Okay, I won't talk about it. The thing that actually bit me, and I kind of knew it was going to,
Okay.
was Community's back on Netflix,
Mhm.
and I'm on season 3.
Oh, you restarted it.
Yes, I'm like halfway through season 3.
Wow.
I think I only want to get to the end of season 3, and that's it, because I know that 4 is a bit of a what, and while 5 and 6 are great, that's when half the cast is left.
Yeah.
So I know up to season 3 I will love. And my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Donde está la biblioteca?
Do you remember the Blanket Fort episode?
Oh, the Blanket Fort episode is so good.
And it comes with the conspiracy teacher.
Oh.
Oh. There's just some amazing. God, I love that show. But I'll tell you what my favorite episode is. Might be one of my favorite episodes of TV of all time.
Okay.
It's the Dungeons and Dragons episode.
Oh, that's so good.
Where they don't even cut to anything. It is just them talking around a table, and you are so enthralled. It's incredible.
That's a great episode.
It is incredible. Also, the Timelines episode. I think that's a absolute.
Oh,
winner.
Darkest Timeline.
Yeah, that is just incredible too. Yeah, so I've been watching that. So that's been great. I also finished up my Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu 2, so I'm completely caught up.
Mhm.
Anime got delayed. Go fuck yourself.
Stupid anime.
Last week I talked about anime that I watched.
Is that Toei Animation who does that? Was the Toei Animation? Is that the animation studio that had the whole fire thing?
No, Kyoto.
Yeah, Kyoto Animation.
No.
Oh, I thought it was. All right.
No.
Okay.
Which is weird because they were the only anime this season to actually be delayed due to Corona.
Oh wow.
Which leads me to believe that
Someone got Corona.
they were never going to make the schedule, so they're going to use this.
Oh, okay. Oh, how convenient. Global pandemic.
Yeah. Did that. Played some video games on the bicycle.
Okay.
Then I think that's it. I want to say that's it. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing.
We always got next week.
Yeah.
We always got next week.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I feel like this has been a long show too, just catching up.
It has been. I mean, we've been gone for 2 weeks, but yeah. Like I said, most of my time though or especially this past week has just been work, really.
Stop that.
I can't.
What if you just quit your job?
In today's economy?
You can.
I don't think I can.
I think you can.
I don't think I can.
Let me tell you about Canada's COVID relief fund.
And let me tell you that is nowhere near as much as I get paid.
I know. But what if you just quit your job
Oh.
and then sold your car?
No.
Sold your baby.
Oh my
sold your
God.
child.
How would I go see people?
You can't see people.
When this is over.
You buy a new car.
Oh. Jesus Christ. Is that how that
Buy a
works?
new car.
I will say I am saving so much money.
Yeah.
I looked at my bank statements and I was like,
Wow.
wow, debt free, and it's payday, and I'm like, and I got nothing to buy or anywhere to go, and I'm like, but I got more work to do.
Lately, my favorite thing is like just going on a good drive.
Yeah, no, I
You
do
ever
that.
just like go on a drive and you're just like, I'm gonna cruise.
I do that.
I'm gonna get lost.
I do that all more often than you think.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna pick a direction and I'm gonna just go.
Before this whole pandemic, I used to do this all the time in the summer at night.
Yeah.
Just drive at night. But now I could do it during the day
Oh.
because there's no cars on
There's
the road.
also no
Like I pick like country roads, like
country road.
like windy country roads.
Those are fun.
You know what I've been doing?
What?
I've been really practicing my heel toe on like the downhills.
Have you been drifting?
I can't drift in my car,
Is it front wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
but
Can you reverse donut?
I cannot. No, but I'm pretty good at it now. I'm pretty good at the heel toe.
All right.
I have to say. Yeah, it's been fun doing that.
Nice.
And that's it for this week. I think we're good.
I think we're good. I want to I regret not opening these chips before the podcast, but I want to eat some of these.
Yeah, you should. Okay, sure. Anyways, next week we'll be talking about some stuff, and you're gonna have to listen to it
Sucker.
because you chose to download
Yeah,
this show.
it's not optional. You have to listen to
You
it.
download. You gotta listen to the file.
Yeah.
That's your responsibility.